Hello everyone, Mila here, and welcome back to Persona 5 Royal Blind. There's a pollen warning, and there are no confidants available right now. I've been doing my social stats a lot, so let's do something else instead. And send the calling card.
We can now take him down, yes?
Oh yes.
Madarame is going to be a changed man.
I'm looking forward to how he changes.
There won't be any way to revert it, though. Are you sure you're okay with that?
I have thought it over carefully. And I cannot think of a future in which he does not pay his dues.
Good.
He has preyed not only on the art world, but on countless talents. So, I humbly request your help.
Yeah, he said he wants to just step on everyone in order to boost himself up and just make money, so yeah.
I
Alright.
apologize for making you do this.
Not at all. We just didn't want to impose if you weren't feeling up to it, Yusuke. But if you're already determined to do it, then there's nothing more for us to say.
Yep.
If I recall, our next step is sending a calling card, correct? What a suave maneuver.
It's not about acting cool. The calling card is a way to trigger a change in his cognition.
A change in cognition. That reminds me, you went through some trouble regarding that before.
Yep.
Ah, you must be talking about when we forced open that security gate in the courtyard.
The palace is a cognitive world, so changing its ruler's cognition changes the topography,
Yeah, exactly.
I think.
No, you got it.
Very nicely put, Lady Ann. You're absolutely correct. This will be a vital tactic from here forward.
It's a world inside their head, so whatever they think is what's real in that world.
Actually, may I ask a truly basic question? You continue to mention cognition quite readily. But why does this world formed from materialized cognitions even exist to begin with?
That is a good question.
Don't tell me. Has it always existed while we go about our daily lives, completely oblivious?
Possibly.
Honestly, I'm not sure. At the very least, I know it existed before the Kamoshida incident, but that's all.
I was about to make a Persona 4 reference, but then realized it might be a spoiler, so I'm not going to say it.
I see.
Crap, you totally caught me off guard with that. It's kind of weird thinking there might be whole worlds we just don't know a damn thing about.
Yeah, especially when the supernatural are involved, like now.
Did the thought ever cross your mind?
Yeah.
Don't be so anxious. You don't even know everything about the city you live in, after all. All that's important is that we know how to make use of that world and how to traverse it.
At least we can use the world, unlike the Facebook metaverse, which is a complete flop because no one has any intention of actually using it.
Then it's decided. Let's prepare the calling card at once.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna have to go to the palace
Calling card.
tomorrow, but that's fine.
Will he take it seriously?
No, he's gonna have to.
He is famous after all. He has often received slanderous letters till now as well.
Yeah, famous people are gonna get bad things all the time.
He'll know best whether the crime written on it is for real or not.
Wait, are you going to write it again, Ryuji? That last one was questionable at best.
You should do it then, Yusuke. Oh, make it really artistic and stuff.
No, it'll end with him figuring it out. He knows my drawing and writing styles all too well.
Yeah, the whole idea is he can't figure out who sent him the card.
Oh, then I'll think it up and you make it cooler.
Designing a calling card. Interesting. It shall become proof that the Phantom Thieves do exist.
So, yeah, you can have Ryuji make it, and then you just make it look better.
It's decided then.
Great! All that's left is to make the treasure ours. You guys better come fully prepared.
Oh yeah. I got a fancy new persona. Don't know how useful it's really gonna be, but probably, considering it's got Mediarama. Yo, I tried changing the chat icon. Looks the same to me. Maybe it's just for the group and doesn't show up in here. Well, you should take a look later. It's Phantom Thieves logo I had Yusuke draw for us. Must be the one that's on the proper calling cards. Calling cards are not great because of him too, yeah. It makes sense, you got an artist, you make good art. Anyways, this is the first job for the Phantom Thieves. You really can't screw this up, okay? I am not underestimating anything, I assure you. Make sure Yusuke gets a lot of rest today, okay? Hey, he's gonna be ready. He won't be fighting, but he's gotta be ready. Well, see y'all tomorrow. Got it. See you tomorrow. Alright, so, prepare for tomorrow's mission. Oh, crossword puzzle.
Hey!
Yes. What are the May Blues? I don't know that. Doom's partner. Well, there aren't the proper letters here to do what I was thinking of for Doom's partner, so... Plant disease. Dull pain. Based on the letters? I can't really think of any of these. Yeah, I don't know that... I don't really know anything there, unfortunately. That news or a game show going up there. Confessions of a crime, like the one we saw that Leecher, Mr. Kamashita give, have this old appellation. Confessions of the crime are A, queen of evidence, B, jewel of evidence. Which one is right? You be the judge. Ah, queen. Yeah, I don't know law, so... Confessions are very powerful evidence. People even resort to torture to get them. High school prodigy for you. Today, forcing a confession is forbidden under law, and... The answer was queen. I think jewel would have sounded better. Oh well. I don't know this stuff.
Oh!
Yeah, I already did that though. I gotta go return that. Can I go out?
Hey, wait!
Ah, no, I cannot. So what should I do? I'll study.
Now listen,
What do you want to do?
make sure your clothes up.
Wow!
Will it rank up this time? No.
Well then.
Yeah. There we go.
Pardon me, sir. There's a matter we need to notify you about.
Please excuse me for a moment. What is it?
We found this outside.
A letter?
It's, Sir Ichiriyusai Madarame, a great sinner of vanity whose talent has been exhausted. You are an artist who uses his authority to shamelessly steal the ideas of his pupils. We have decided to make you confess all your crimes with your own mouth. We will take your distorted desires without fail. From the Phantom Thieves.
Whose doing is this?
We don't know. The same letter has been posted everywhere.
What about the security cameras?
There were no signs of the culprit. All we saw was a cat in the recordings.
Remove these at once!
Of course.
What now?
It's about this affecting the exhibit. We believe it's just a prank, but what of the mass media?
Are you insinuating that this slander is true?
Of course not.
It's those damn brats doing, isn't it? Well, it means nothing. They'll only be able to do as they please until this exhibit is over.
100%.
Will that do?
Yup, it was perfect. The composition was way cooler, too.
The treasure should appear right about now.
You better enjoy the air of freedom while you still can, old man.
Anyways, did you guys check online? People are already talking about that calling card.
Great. Everyone will know the Phantom Thieves are active.
We'll show them. We're gonna surprise them all.
I'm sure you know, but we only get one shot to pull this off.
Yep. Counting on you guys.
We'll be counting on you, too.
You have no reservations about this either, right, Yusuke?
Of course not.
You only get one shot at this because it will not work twice.
We'll do this.
I really look forward to these moments. Send a calling card, see his reaction to it and everything. And here comes the music. The atmosphere in here seems significantly different. I mean, we did basically declare war on him by sending that card. But there's nothing to fear.
Well then.
We secured a route and we're ready to go. We'll take the treasure in style. Oh, I got the party, okay.
Let's go.
Just main hall? I went to the up, right? Yeah, just main hall.
Let's go.
Wait, it was head of the crane controls. It specifically told me to go up here, then head to the crane controls. But where were those? Here, whoa. Now I'm getting everything mixed up. Where are those controls at?
Somewhere.
Right there. It's finally time. There will be no turning back once we begin the operation. There's already no turning back. You set the calling card. If worse comes to worse, we might have to fight. Oh, I'm expecting a boss.
Joker.
That's right. Are you ready, Joker? Yep.
Yes.
Okay, everyone to your positions.
There's an enemy inside, just as expected.
I mean, we've done a ton in here. It ain't surprising. Anyway, I'm gonna try and draw it out, so I'll leave the switch to you guys.
Will you be okay? What if it catches up to you?
He'll be okay.
Don't underestimate an ex-runner. I'm definitely gonna shake it off.
Yeah?
Hey! There's some weird people over here! Hey! I need some help!
What's the matter?
You better make it, Skull.
Is this good?
Yeah, it's perfect.
You seem to be enjoying this.
Only the best can appreciate these critical moments. Plus, this feels like we're really Phantom Thieves.
No, we are.
We'll be counting on you, Mona. And Panther as well.
There's Fox's signal. That means they're ready to go.
Let's
Good
do
luck,
this.
everyone. Let's do this.
Exactly, Alan. I agree with you. Let's do this.
Joker, now!
Big ol' rock.
Sorry for the wait.
My bad. It took me ages to get that guy off my trail.
Wait, where's Mona?
Let's go.
No. Just also there, right? Because the covered up, painting is covered up. How's that for a skilled plan? That was amazing, Mona. Lord Madarame, the piece is gone! How dare those vermin! Now we'll corner them like the rats they are. Lock all the doors at once. They have nowhere to run.
Hey,
The treasure should not be in. Guessing it's the painting based on the shape. We can look into that later. For now, we must escape. Yeah, it's time to go. We're on our way out, but we will no doubt be caught. Dude, no way. It's not opening? Seriously? I heard sounds coming from the crane. Check up above.
Whoa!
What do we do? You don't got a plan about how to get out of here? What kind of master thief are you? In any case, let's search for another way out. We must escape.
Joker.
Go this way. A window, but where's it go?
Let's go.
Now there's no time to be lost in thought. We must go.
whoa, this shit's real high up.
But at least we're outside. Is there a way down out here?
So we can find. For a path to the exit.
Is this another portal to an unknown destination?
We don't have time to lose. Just go through it. Now's our chance.
For real? But I guess there's no other way.
Let's go.
Is this the courtyard?
I knew it. All that security would have been meaningless if it just led back inside.
It seems we managed to escape their siege.
Meow.
Dude, why is Mona getting excited now of all times?
I just can't take it anymore. Let's take a look at this treasure. Treasure! Huh?
This is the treasure?
Get back!
Whoa!
Meddlesome vermin. Is this what you're looking for?
How dare you try to trap me like some kind of mouse?
So you had a fake prepped, huh?
Counterfeits are accepted in the world of Japanese art.
What made you change like this? Is it because you became famous? Can't you understand how much it pains me to inquire about the crimes of my foster father?
Now that I think back, the only reason why I took you in was due to my ties with your mother. That woman never lost her passion for painting, even after her husband died. Her skills and talents were quite astonishing. That's why I decided to look after her. Your mother and the artwork she created, they're all my works of art.
You stole his mother's art too.
How low can you sink?
I suppose I can grant you a gift before you die. A glimpse of the genuine Sayuri.
Genuine? That's the real Sayuri? This can't be. Mom!
Indeed it is. This was painted by your mother. It's a portrait of herself. A woman who knew her death was coming painted her last wishes for the son she would leave behind. That is the truth behind the mystery of Sayuri's expression.
You stole something that personal?
I knew at first glance. I knew it'd be a huge success if I added a touch to the painting and announced it under my name.
But the baby in the picture, why did you paint over it?
It was all to stage it. If the babe is erased, the reason for the woman's expression will become a mystery. That is what the general public is drawn to. Each of those parasitic critics wrote the same thing.
I always felt something was off about all this. Now I know what it is.
Yeah, people are always into the mystery of an artwork. What could it mean?
If you really treasured that painting, you wouldn't even think about replicating it for profit. You don't love art at all!
No.
Though you have a real treasure, your true skills are nothing more than those scribbles on that fake.
It makes me laugh, asshole!
So you'll defy me no matter what. Well then, since you're my work of art, Yusuke, I'm going to reap you for the sake of my future. Along with those insolent friends of yours there.
Rape, so you're gonna be a
I can't believe
death
you're
base or
treating both
something?
mother and son like they're objects. You're inhuman.
Well, he's a shadow, so he's literally inhuman.
Fox?
I've heard that you destroy your art once they outlive their usefulness. Did that include my mother as well?
Yeah, did you kill her?
She just so happened to have a seizure in front of me. That's when a thought crossed my mind. If I don't call for help and leave her be, I could obtain her painting without any strings attached.
No. You let her die?
She was physically weak. No one would doubt if she just dropped dead because of a seizure. Above all, Yusuke, didn't you think it was odd that I discovered your talent when you were only 3?
You're even more evil than I thought you were. I'm really looking forward to beating the crap out of you.
The reason why I kept you around was to keep you from realizing the truth behind Sayuri.
You killed her.
The artistic talents you inherited from your mother were a delightful miscalculation, though. If I'm to steal ideas, it's much easier robbing the future of brats who won't talk back than adults. It's thanks to you that I came up with the idea. You have my gratitude.
You evil piece of trash.
Yusuke?
I thank you, Madarame. Every reason for me to forgive you has disappeared without a trace at this very moment.
Yeah. You know how much of an abusive bastard he is, and then you let your mom die.
You aren't some rotten artist. You are a despicable fiend who wears the skin of an artist.
All you good-for-nothings barging into my museum and doing whatever the hell you want. Those who have the connections make the rules. Those who don't, follow them. Not to mention, the value of art is all subjective.
Yeah.
I make the rules in the art scene.
Art is very subjective.
I am the supreme being. I am the god of the art world.
No. You're a piece of trash.
Isn't good. Get back.
I'll say who needs to die, but we're going to avoid killing you, that way you can confess your crimes and fate worse than death and all that. Of course, your paintings. They're literally paintings.
Mediocre cannot understand. Now, let's begin, you vermin.
Alright, second major boss.
There's no telling what he'll try.
Yeah. Okay, let's poke you in the eye. Oh, actually, let's just do this.
They regenerated? Damn it. Those things can come back if we don't take them down at once?
Well, see what one does. They absorb it. The artist's nose is twitching.
Persona!
What about fire? Okay, they absorb that too.
Persona!
Some other way.
Nose isn't twitching anymore.
Shit!
Skull, your defense has dropped.
This is the ultimate form of ours.
What is this attack?
Yes, what is that?
There has to be more than just our color changing. We should be cautious.
Out of the way!
Oh, there's gonna be more than that. That was nothing.
Madarame's out!
Damn it! I'm the great Madarame! The Madarame who gathers a full crowd every time he opens an exhibit! I'm not someone that worthless brats like you are allowed to defy!
Yep, we're defying you right now.
You're still saying that? There's no need to hold back then. Let's get him, Joker!
Kanji couldn't all out attack.
I'm the
Wrong
great
game.
artist Madarame!
Couldn't all out attack.
Rats can't fathom that! Then you'll witness it for yourselves! Behold my mastercraft!
What? He made copies of himself?
Well, yeah, making copies is what he does.
I see. Creating duplicates is his specialty.
Yeah, exactly. Sorrow, mirth, fury, joy. Your ice.
Persona!
Hey, let's just
Violent wind!
got that overpowered attack. I might as well use it. I earned it through fusion.
Stop this! Is this how you show your gratitude to the man who raised you?
Although it might make things a little bit too easy.
Threaten us all you like. You're not gonna stop us now.
Status ailment recovered.
Persona! There!
Transform! My other self! Woo! Thank you!
Well, we might not really needed it, but I might as well do it.
Persona! How about
Right.
this?
Weaken you. Oh, you just create more of them? Is that what you're gonna do? Just keep creating them? Fine.
Violent wind!
I'll keep annihilating them all.
Persona! Get wrecked!
Witness my skull! Ha!
Did get him. I was worried I might miss because, you know, it does that. I don't think a sleeping's gonna work. Yeah, you can't withstand this. Yeah, that attack's just way overpowered.
Damn it! Stop it, you brats! Or else...
I'm probably gonna remove that persona and not use it anymore. That's too much.
Gratitude? You robbed your students of their futures. Why should they be grateful?
Persona!
Now, forget's not gonna work on a boss. That's obvious. I'll just shoot him. let's not use you anymore. Let's just do it like I should.
You're mine.
3 enemies knocked down.
Do it without using that persona.
We've got some options, but we better find a weakness.
There.
Joker, are you okay?
No, he's not.
Persona!
There's reflection going on, and he lost tons of HP. If he goes down, I instantly lose, so... let's try to make sure that doesn't happen.
Sorry.
Let's do this!
Fire!
Let's see that again, Panther! Persona! Carmen! Hit confirmed! You got
I
that
won't
weakness,
forgive
Panther!
you! You dare defy an esteemed elder? May you all be frozen in fear! You've angered me!
Even without that super skill, I'm still beating these things pretty good. So I'm still not really having a problem.
Hey, something seems wrong. Could he have...
What? I, the great Madarame, made an error?
Yeah, I got status effects now.
Looks like you've reached your limit. Failing to even make a counterfeit? You're really looking like a joke now.
Come! Ravage them!
Oh, this! Is that myself?
Joker's electrified!
I noticed!
Move!
Persona! Take this!
Never miss. It's a hit. I mean, even without that, it wouldn't have been that bad to beat him.
It's a step forward.
But yeah, that's what I was afraid of. That skill is just way too overpowered.
Hell yeah! A new move!
This new skill suits me.
My persona has gained new power.
Good. I want your persona to gain new power.
No one cares for true art. All they want are easily recognizable brands. I'm a victim in this too. Wouldn't you agree?
No.
Excuses now?
The art world revolves around money after all. You can't rise up without any money.
I feel bad for using that persona now.
Yusuke, you understand, don't you? Being a poor artist is truly miserable. I just didn't want to return to that life.
The starving artist trope, it's a thing.
A fiend like you has no right to speak about the world of art.
Mm-hmm.
You're done for. Along with this whole wretched world!
No, please! Just don't kill me!
Yeah, don't kill him. It'll mental shutdown him.
Return to yourself in reality and confess your crimes. All of them.
You're not going to kill me?
No, that would be a bad idea.
Swear it!
All right. What about the other one, though? The one with the black mask.
Huh?
Who?
A black mask?
Anything, Mona.
Wait, who's he talking about?
It can't be. There was another intruder besides us within this palace?
There's no time! Hurry!
Get on!
Haha.
Hey, Yusuke, what should I do?
Put an end to all this and use your own artwork for once.
Yusuke!
Yes, use your own art, don't steal everyone else's.
Please! Yusuke! Yusuke!
The destination has been deleted.
That's that.
It would be bad if people started getting suspicious of us. We should leave at once.
Yusuke, come on.
Right. Goodbye, Sensei.
Takes care of him.
I guess the mission was a success. All that's left is to see if he had a change of heart or not. Ah, so bitter. Why'd you get it black?
The Sayuri.
You're not gonna get all teary-eyed and say stuff like, Mom, are ya?
To think that this painting was the source of Madarame's distorted desires. The only saving grace is that my mother won't know of what transpired.
The genuine painting at his atelier has been altered after all. Ironic as it may be, this one here is her true self-portrait now.
It's a wonderful painting. And although it took some time, it's in your hands now, Yusuke.
Yeah, right where it belongs.
I'm thankful for it. However, it's impossible for this painting to be acknowledged by society anymore.
Was Sayuri your mom's name?
No. I doubt it's the name of any woman in particular. I bet it was to make it more mysterious. Just a part of Madarame's foolish staging.
Yeah, he did say you wanted to do the staging.
Well, it would have been obvious that he plagiarized it if he had used the real name.
Yeah.
So, this is my mother. There's no way that I would remember her face clearly.
No, not if she died when you were so young.
But I was right about the rush of emotion I felt when I saw this painting.
Come on, Ryuji.
Stop that!
You're so vulgar, Ryuji.
So, what are you gonna do now? We're gonna keep targeting big shots.
Why do you do such things?
It's to get back at scumbags and, like, society in general. We also want to give courage to the people that are suffering because of selfish adults.
Yeah, take care of the greatest evils in the world that we can.
Courage, huh? What good does that do? You mean the courage to stand up for themselves, correct? Will acquiring that make them happy?
I'm not sure.
Right. There's no knowing that. We just have to give it a try.
Only way to know is to try and see what happens.
In other words, it all depends on the person,
It always does.
The same can be said about myself right now. I also suffered because of an adult's selfish act. Moreover, if we investigate these palaces, it may expand my artistic repertoire.
That's fair.
You really only think about art, huh? You're impressive.
Well, I won't take part in any inelegant plans, all right?
No worries. I've got us covered. Plus, we have a rule that says we always have to decide on a target unanimously.
Yes, we do.
How about it, Joker? We can give our calling cards a lot more oomph if we have Yusuke on our team.
I have too many dudes. He'll make a great member.
I will try and live up to those expectations.
I know we'll get some women later.
At any rate, I'm curious. Another intruder besides us, huh?
Our only clue's a black mask, so that doesn't necessarily mean it's just one person, right?
Yeah.
But there's no way to check anymore. The palace is gone.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll try probing Madarame. I may be able to learn something from him.
Are you sure? I mean,
I'll contact you all if anything turns up.
we should probably exchange our contact info with you then.
Yeah.
artist and a phantom thief. It seems I'll be engaging in 2 trades from here on.
And you'll be doing artistry as a phantom thief, so it works out both ways.
Very well. You only live once, after all.
As far as anyone can tell, yeah?
Still, the incident about this other intruder does concern me a little.
Could it be that girl with the red ribbon who popped up at the beginning? I'm not a phantom thief, but I'm helping you.
Dealt with our second big target. We even have a new addition to the team. Goodness, things are going so well.
Mm-hmm. Well, I can't get too cocky.
That's true. Still, let's honestly be happy about it right now. But I have to say, you sure are something special.
There should be... Memento should have expanded now, too.
This is our 5th Persona user. It'll help broaden our battle strategies as well. Besides, having an eye for beauty is a must for Phantom Thieves. We're lucky to have Yusuke. An artist is a talent you rarely come across. I mean, he is a bit strange, but still.
Yeah.
An artist, huh? What kind of person do you think I was? There's no way I'd turn out to be some bad guy in the end, right?
Alright, so it turns out you're the main villain of the whole game. The reason why the metaverse exists is because you created it! Ah!
I get
Evil
so
Morgana.
engrossed with the embodiment of human desires. And that's not all. When it comes to the metaverse, I'm the only one who can transform into a car.
Yeah?
I'm special, but it's still odd.
You learned about yourself.
Who could I actually be?
Yeah, who could you be? A cat. I don't know. I'll just say a cat.
You give it a rest. That's definitely not the case. What a half-assed answer.
I had to annoy you.
Well, there's no way a dashing, honorable rogue like me could be evil.
You never know.
A man who saves those in trouble in the West, while punishing evildoers who may lurk in the East.
I mean, I think I've heard of a story where there's a detective trying to solve a crime, trying to deal with a criminal, and it turns out he himself is the criminal. He just has split personalities or something like that.
A man who chastises people that smoke inside in the South, while saving bullied cats in the North.
A cat who saves cats, yeah, sure.
A man who has a sturdy body, and vows to always do one good deed a day, be it rain or shine. I'm that kind of ideal person. Or so I hope.
Yeah, since you don't know who you really are.
So if I turn back to being human, surely she'll take notice of me, won't she?
Does you just really like on? Well, no, eventually.
Well, that's true, but... where should I go when I become human? I wonder where she'd like to go. An amusement park, a movie theater, a fancy cafe, shopping. What do you think?
I think my bond with Morgana is growing deeper. Yeah, you're all sitting here chatting. Alright, Magician rank 3 follow-up attacks.
All right.
Yo, good job, guys! We all did our best. Allow me to express my thanks once again. Because of you, I was able to retrieve the painting that had been filled with my mother's love. Hearing you say that makes the whole thing worth it, Yusuke. Oh yeah. Seriously. You got what should rightfully be yours. I wasn't sure you really want to change Madarame's heart. I'm sorry to have worried you. I have no regrets about it now. The change of heart will happen this time, right? You'll be fine. Yeah, we did it just like with Kamoshida. By the way, I'm curious about what he said at the end. You know about the other intruder besides us? There was something about a black mask, yeah? That may have been nothing more than a lie. Madarame was quite deranged at that point, after all. Yeah, but I don't think he was lying on it myself. For now, we should wait for his change of heart in peace. Okay. Yep, await the change of heart. And I can't do anything right now because, well, I did that. So I know he's not going to let me leave. I'm going to try anyway. Tell me no? Yeah. So you tell me no, we're gonna?
Now listen up.
What do you want to do?
Let's study.
Make sure your clothes up.
I gotta get my knowledge
Can I
up.
talk?
Still rank 2. Of course. Igor's got something to say.
You have expelled one who was stained in vanity.
Yeah, very much.
You are now one step closer to your rehabilitation. It's a delightful thing indeed.
Our master is pleased. You should be honored, inmate.
However, that man's remarks are concerning. It seems another has made their way into the metaverse.
Yeah. Is that true?
That is beyond my knowledge.
Something even you don't know, Igor? I figured you were just always watching, so you would know everything that was going on.
But your rehabilitation is progressing smoothly. That is for certain. May the devotion to your rehabilitation grow even deeper.
There's things even Igor does not know. Well, I suppose you can really only watch the main character and everyone that interacts with him.
I have high hopes for you.
I feel like my bond with Igor is growing deeper. Well, rank 4. Anything new? Nope. That's more EXP.
It's Kitagawa.
So it is.
I'm calling about Madarame's state. For the time being, he hasn't suffered a mental shutdown.
Good, we don't want that. Killing his shadow would probably cause that, so we didn't do that.
Other than that, his demeanor seems to have softened a bit. Is that the change of heart?
I don't know.
I thought so. I was curious and looked into Kamoshida as well. It's as if he was an entirely different person. Will the same be true for Sensei? I'm sorry to have taken your time. That's all I wanted to tell you. Good... Oh, I'll try asking him about the black-masked intruder from the palace when the time is right. Goodbye then. This time for sure.
I don't think his real self will know about the black masked intruder in the palace. Oh yeah, the cleanup event is the day after tomorrow. My class is going the opposite direction of the park. Kinda looking forward to it. The honor student is actually in my group. What? Is she like your type or something? Either way, too bad. I hear honor students are exempt from cleaning. Totally unfair, am I right? What? So, am I alone in the team of upperclassmen then? This sucks. I just want to ditch now. Can't always get what you want. One cleanup event isn't going to improve the school's image. What? She's exempt from the cleanup? How precious is this honor student? We have to go to the park in our stupid gym clothes? He's not coming, right? I wish I could ditch this event too. We're meeting in that park. I'd better remember that.
Oh yeah.
Something happened to me the other day.
Actually.
Almost got kidnapped. What? Darn, next time. Looking at a cat.
What?
I'm not a cat. Yes, you are. That said, I didn't actually have a clue why I was targeted. Some girl had this crazy look in her eyes. She was chasing me around, calling me a snowball or something. What if she's going after other cats and snatching them up like she tried with me? Really, you're a snowball? You're not white? I mean, you got some white on you, but you're also a black cat.
Hey!
So checking the fan site to see if anyone's saying anything about it. I wasn't able to find any relevant posts. Maybe it's just not a well-known problem yet? The only victims are cats, so I suppose that could be the case.
Okay, let's go.
Try asking around in Young N and see if we can find the culprits. Ah, okay. What we got here on IMs? Am I actually getting stronger? I've been working really hard, but I haven't noticed any change. Would you mind hearing me out again? Are you free today? Wait. Decide a bit later. What are you doing right now? Just having to wait doesn't jive with me. Still hanging out in the hallway. Let me know if something comes up. Ah, more stuff to do. Good.
I don't really care.
But now that the time limit's gone, I gotta decide what to do with the rest of my time. The 8 days until the change of heart properly happens. But for now, this will be the end of the episode, so thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.
It's not a cave. I'm